Hermitcraft Season 7. Every Hermitcraft season is different than the last one. It may be new members, new builds, different world generation, but what stays the same is the entertainment they all bring to every episode. So I'm going to tell you the complete story of Season 7 of Hermitcraft. Before I start, if you could subscribe, it would mean a lot. Even if you are subscribed, can you just check, as YouTube sometimes glitches and unsubscribes you. Thanks and enjoy. Quick disclaimer, I'll discuss the main topics from that season, so if I miss something, just leave it in the comments. Every Hermitcraft season starts by them spawning in and getting as OP as possible, as quickly as possible, so they can create the biggest builds even easier, as digging a whole inventory of sand with a wooden shovel is just torture. But when you have Grian on the server, it's always a good time for a prank. Grian found a zombie spawner close to his base. He decided to make a water tunnel all the way to his neighbour's house, which was Scar.
Wow, yeah, they don't even stop. I haven't got any clogs in the system, any issues, and then they get to the end and they just push themselves through. And then they get sent right up to the top. And here they go.
Scar ends up dying, and unlike the Dream SMP, this didn't really matter, as the main purpose of Hermitcraft is to have fun. But what you will notice is Hermitcraft's so-called lore revolves around shops, pranks, wars, and mega builds. All these things are done in an enjoyable way and not to be taken so serious. The mayor election. This was the first big event. The election was to see who was going to be mayor of the shopping district. The shopping district is a massive city where pretty much everyone on the server has played a part in building it or running a shop. This made the city feel alive. The hustle and bustle of a big city was remade into Minecarft and into Hermitcraft. The election was held on 27th of June 2020 and the candidates were False Symmetry, GoodTimesWithScar, Stress Monster 101 and Mymbo Jumbo. In anticipation, nervous energy was flowing through the air. The votes were in. Grian read out the votes, and the mayor of the shopping district was GoodTimesWithScar.
Alright, let's go. So, right, ready next to your polling candidate. The first vote is for Stress. The next one is for False.
Oh yeah.
GoodTimesWithScar. It took a long time to read out all of these results, so the final results were 4 votes for False, 5 votes for Stress, 10 votes for Scar, and 0 for Mumbo Jumbo. That means Scar won?
Everyone was shocked. Well, not really, but we continue. What does the mayor really do? Well, Grian said that the mayor controls the diamonds in the town hall and has the power to change the cost of new land. So Scar was kind of the bank, which made him very wealthy. Scar's first act was to tear down all the other posters of the other candidates from the city, so Scar can reign supreme. Scar knew power was in diamonds, so he added a rule that all shops need to pay 1 diamond block to access the roads. This would make Scar one of the most powerful people on the server. Just look at his throne, it's full of diamond blocks. While having this mayor, it gave the hermits someone to look up to and someone to enforce the laws upon the shopping district, keeping order and correction in the whole mega base and mega city. Grumbot. This is an artificial intelligence and was used to help Mumbo gain more votes during the election. Did this work? Well, no, because Mumbo scored a fat 0 votes, but Grumbot is a combination of Grian and Mumbo. Grian designed the style of it and Mumbo designed the redstone, and with these two massive brains joining forces, this led to a super robot. It could tell the future and answer any questions.
What is our slogan? Would that be a good one? What is our slogan?
We should know the answer because we know the answer to this one, right?
Yeah.
So
this
in
is
theory. This is like a affirmation. Like if he gets this right, we know it's working.
Right. Okay. So step 1, you need to prime him.
Boop boop. Oh, it goes beep beep. Beep beep.
Bootload the brain. Floodmere reservoirs.
There's only one thing better than a button. It's a button that goes to beep.
Exactly. Right, do you want to do the honours?
What is our slogan? All right. Yay!
All right, it's calculating.
You're calculating? Yes.
Nice. Okay, we got a little moustache wiggle.
It's like that's like a proper thinking. Like,
yeah. All right, what does it say?
Mumbo for Mayor!
Does it actually say Mumbo for Mayor?
It says Mumbo for Mayor.
Grumbot will always have a place in my heart, the best robot to ever live. But this isn't the end of Grumbot's story. He also helped in some pranks, as when Iskall and Stress went to speak to Grumbot, he told them to vote for Mumbo, and as it got so annoying, Iskall started to mess around with Grumbot, and this led Grumbot to say, "Get gorgeous." Those perfect words shocked everyone. No one knew what had happened with Grumbot, not even Grian. He came over to help, but he couldn't even do anything himself. So he turned to Mumbo, and as Grumbot's redstone creator, he restored him back to his normal self. Well, so they say. The story of Grumbot still lives on, and rest in peace to Hermitcraft 7. I hope Grumbot comes back into Hermitcraft 8. The Barge Quest. This was an event ran by Grian, where he got 2 teams of 2 hermits to go on somewhat of a treasure hunt, and whatever team found the treasure first got it. The teams were B-Double and Scar versus Rendog and Impulse. They had to find all the clues, and while doing this they had to do challenges to get those clues, and this would then find them the ultimate prize, Grian's treasure. Throughout the hunt they were pretty neck and neck until the end challenge. There were 3 withers and all you needed is 1 nether star. Rendog and Impulse seemed like they were going to win, but the underdogs came out on top. Rendog killed the wither and got the nether star, but just before he could escape, the wither killed Rendog, and in comes Scar to steal the nether star, winning his team the treasure hunt.
Hilariously, Ren died to the wither when he had the star on him, and it looks like Scar and B-Dubs, they stole the star from Ren. They are on their way back. They are on their way back to the barge. Any second now. I think this is all over. What a twist. What a twist. Oh man.
So the Barge Quest is over, and Scar and B-Double won the whole thing. A bit of luck, but that didn't really matter. Even though Scar's team won, Rendog and Impulse still got some treasure. They got chests filled with stacks upon stacks of materials, all different types, which is an amazing gift for any Minecrafter, but for a player on Hermitcraft, it's one of the best things you could give them. So what was the main treasure? Well, let me show you.
Reveal the grand prize. So the winners take your first plunge.
Yeah, excuse me. You guys just back up, please. Back up. Oh!
There we go.
Oh, sweet baby jelly.
Yay!
I don't even want to listen to this.
Check it out.
Oh, the die box. You see the die box?
And second place, you can come down and see. You also get a pretty good prize.
Come down now
least,
too.
yeah.
Oh, thanks.
There's also a second place prize here
Blackstone.
behind the bars.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excellent. Too bad I don't have a pickaxe to break any of these.
Sweet.
The Tuf War. This was a war to find out the best civilization. This was between HEPO, HEP, which stands for Hermitcraft Environmental Protection, led by Scar, and they versed Mycelium Resistance, led by Grian. The war was to see who would have to clean up the shopping district. This was a very long task as the shopping district is massive, and was filled with mycelium grass, not normal grass, which mycelium looks awful and no one wanted to turn it back to normal grass, so they had a whole war over it. After some back and forth, they settled it in some Minecraft minigames that they built. This was perfect as we could see who is the best civilization from these games. HEP won the first 2, but Mycelium Resistance won the next 5, meaning that they won the whole war, and HEP have to clean up the shopping district. This event was a great way to find out a winner and loser, but still looking like they all had a lot of fun. Of course the loser probably didn't enjoy the result, but they definitely enjoyed the event as a whole. Some mini games were dodgeball and what I call vault runners. These were some good and fun events which made for some entertaining content.
No,
I was going to say.
the agreement is that the losing side has to restore the shopping district back to grass and make it pretty. Which
Still better block.
it was never about the block, let's be honest. In summary, we ruined the shopping district and we made you fix it. So I think it's just been a win-win-win-win-win. Well done, Resistance. We did it. We beat City Hall.
Finally, we have Aqua Town. This was a town owned and built by Scar. The theme was 1920s New York, and the same as I've said about any other build on Hermitcraft, it is amazing. It had shops, buildings, theatres, anything and everything a town would need. The main plot was between Grian and Scar. Grian bought a bit of land in Aqua Town from Scar. This was so Grian could have the Barge HQ there. This would make Aqua Town turn into just a little city to a massive city. The Barge and Aqua Town team together to control the whole of Hermitcraft.
The stipulation with buying this property would be that needs to be changed out or removed entirely. Bonus points if it's of me and Jelly, but not a requirement on that front, but it needs to be removed. And I'll sell it for 35 blocks.
35. You drive a hard...
You're Mr. Moneybags. This building will be great for your entrepreneurness. I don't think that's a word, but just think of the prestige the Barge Industries will have by owning the best building in Aqua Town.
Done.
As I've mentioned before, all these builds are insane. You've got Grian's house, Mumbo's house, and anything that Scar builds is always insane, and it's probably the best builds and the best SMP for massive mega builds. It is just insane, and I think you can all agree with me with that. But this was the complete story of Hermitcraft Season 7. There was a lot that I missed, but these were some of the funniest and my favourite moments and some of the biggest moments in Season 7. So this is just me telling you the story of Hermitcraft. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for the rubber ducky. Thanks and goodbye.